Hey guys, welcome back. So, following on from our SIM versus M5 video, we are going to look at M6 versus SIM Max.
Yes.
We probably expect this to be a slightly closer comparison.
I think so. I don't think you'll, well, I should expect less difference in launch and spin than we saw from those two.
Yeah. For us, when we were in Carlsbad, if I remember, Matty, we kind of were surprised how much we liked SIM and how almost our preference for the driver flipped a little bit.
For sure. I was expecting to have a rough time with that. I was like,
you
oh
absolutely
God, here we
were.
go.
You were like, oh, this is going to be tough. And
I was like, oh, we better start with SIM Max. Let's do that first.
And let me paint the picture a little bit. There was a wind howling out the left, which was, the rain was coming down, and this was kind of very unusual for
Southern California,
weather.
yeah.
Well, there was a room full of people. There was the guy who designed the driver standing in the video with us, and I'm just thinking, like, this is
a living, breathing nightmare.
This is difficult.
It's rough.
This is not to be confused with easy.
Yep.
So SIM was fantastic, and SIM Max was good, but we were the most impressed with SIM
because of the how did you put it? Decoupling of launch and spin with
Correct.
that was just impressive.
Yep.
I think this one is going to be really good for a ton of people. Maybe not the person who needs to raise launch and lower spin at the same time.
It'll be very interesting because we've literally just tested M5 and SIM, and I'm really curious off the back of that to see how Max and M6 kind of compare to those two.
Yep.
So we did see some extra speed, so it will be very interesting to see if that continues to be the case.
A more stable driver, which we know it will be now, and if it can be sort of as fast, or sorry, faster than M6, I mean, that's going to be a nice driver for a lot of people.
And the speed is purely engineering, because like we just saw when we were just measuring the head weights, they're literally identical.
They're identical, M5 to SIM.
M5 to SIM, they were both 195 grams without the sleeve in it. SIM Max and M6 are both 193.
Right.
So they're both identical.
Yeah, it wasn't ball speed from extra weight or
No,
anything. I mean, we built it identically, so there's no other excuse for it except the way the head was made.
Okay, this will be a good one.
Okay,
I'm
M6.
looking forward to seeing.
Good.
Really nice.
That's good. Slightly higher strike on that one. Some extra juice. Yes.
Really nice there.
I like this I like this M6.
It's amazing
It's
how
way easier to hit though than
so
M5.
much more friendly than M5.
So much easier to hit. I don't think I'm going to hit a better 6 or whatever it was than that.
Okay, so we're pretty comfortable with that little set of results with M6. Really,
It's a good showing.
really the contest here is to be as stable but quicker.
Yes.
That would be the win out of the new model.
It doesn't need to pick up, I don't think it needs to be lower in spin or anything than last year's like M6.
No.
That profile was really nice.
Yep.
Just a little more ball speed would be great.
That would be it.
They look almost identical at address, eh? It's just the face height. This is taller.
Yeah, true.
the only thing you really
I'm
notice.
forgetting about that kind of face progression between SIM Max and the D.
It's funny he said like that a lot of tour players prefer the shallower face.
Yep.
I feel like it used to be the opposite. Guys prefer
100%.
deeper face.
If you think back to when Taylormade made the 300 series drivers, and you had the 300, the little compact deep one, 320, which was kind of larger but very shallow, and then you had the 360, which was the combination of both. So it was tall and you know, larger
back.
footprint.
It's kind of like fairways are doing the same thing. Like deep face fairways are kind of going away as well.
Yep.
All right.
Interesting. Had a little bit of the early curve, which normally to me I always worry that it's going to be a real low spin diver, but it wasn't.
It's really good. Really good.
That's perfect, isn't it?
It's just a really nice looking flight. That's good. What I like about this one is when you get a little bit of a higher strike. The spin doesn't go below 2,000 for me. Yes. It's the sim.
Really, really, really good.
Like it. I mean, it's a little bit of yardage for free over last year, right? I think that's what people want to know is if M5 and M6 weren't really in contention for me, can I pick this up and at least be back in the running? It is. It's just way faster.
We're definitely seeing it as an upgrade, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're looking at M6 to SIM Max comparison, we're looking at speed with similar launch conditions.
Yes.
Spin dropped a little bit on Max, which is nice.
A little bit, yep. With nice launch still, though.
Really
like 12
good.
Launch is good.
And if we go over and compare SIM Max to SIM, the SIM was a little bit quicker in the decoupling of that launch and spin. We've seen it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly the same as what we talked about.
Yeah, so that just gives us that little bit extra on the carry, a little bit extra on the ground, fractionally flatter in the angle of descent. Mostly what the high-speed players are looking for.
But that launch angle staying up is quite cool.
I think it's encouraging, isn't it?
It's got to be the same as what we saw in California within, I think it was 12 something, 2200. So almost the same launch conditions.
And we're talking about really a full month apart.
Yep.
A full month and sort of test time apart. We're looking.
Looking at a pretty different swing delivery, to be fair.
It's pretty different swing delivery, and we're also looking at a camera-based launch monitor and a radar-based launch monitor, and it's really seen the same thing, which is
a lot of validation there, isn't there?
Yeah,
it's a good point.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think of that.
I really like what we're seeing here. I think the sim line is going to be very, very good, very kind of high performance, as good as anything else out there. I'm really keen to put it in the testing now against 410 and TS3 and
other brands, yeah.
Other ones that were slightly ahead of where M5 and M6 were last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, and then we've got new Cobra drivers to try. It sounds like those are going to be a little bit better. So I think we're going to have a pretty serious kind of shootout this year for the best drivers.
Last year, there was so many people I know called last year the year of the driver, the best year ever in drivers. I think I said that in a video recently, maybe just before Christmas when we were doing Fairway Woods. I felt like it was a better year for Fairway Woods than it was for drivers. This might be the best year I've ever seen for drivers.
It's looking that way.
Ping, Taylormade, Titleist, Cobra, Mizuno are in the game.
We're hearing some good stuff about Callaway.
Callaway is
if it's as good as it seems, I mean, it's going to be interesting.
People are saying that driver's an absolute home run. We haven't seen it, never mind hit it, which is disappointing. So we are really keen to add that in the mix.
That'd be great.
Excellent. So really keen to do all the testing of all the different heads. We will be testing more of this stuff at the PGA show.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
We're going to be diving into the technical aspects with the companies down there and doing our own testing at the same time.
On the demo day range, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll probably take a few of these heads down with us.
I was going to say, Taylormade doesn't go, but I don't see any reason why.
Oh, we'll be taking.
I might take one for myself. I might be playing on the golf course. All right.
Okay, guys, see you again soon.